Hello, welcome to another Thursday afternoon of the Funkyard. Today I'd like to make the post a little bit different. It's not just about my love of hi-fi and good music and good beer. Today I'd like to make this post about my love of women. In particular, my wife, my daughter, my mother, all my female friends, colleagues, all those women that I've been blessed to have in my life that have taught me so much. And obviously, you know, women are in the spotlight at the moment, and I'd like to take the opportunity to push the feminist cause a little bit further. So I saw a picture recently, just posted on social media, and it got me thinking. You know, being a man and, you know, working with men and, you know, being influenced by men, and the picture evoked a response in me, but I also know it evokes a different response in a lot of men, and I think that's something I would like to explore a little bit more, so bear with me. I'll include the picture. So this is an experiment for yourself as a man, or your man, if you have a man in your life. Maybe this is an experiment that you would like to partake in. Get that man, or get yourself as a man, to look at this picture and notice very carefully what your first response is. Now, if it's anything other than love and empathy, you need to check yourself. You need to check the toxic masculinity within. You need to check your privilege. That's a really healthy thing to do, as I've found. I know quite a lot about toxic masculinity. I've dealt it. I've used it. And now I'm working with it. So, and it's something that I need to check on a regular basis. You know, we've still got a long way to go in terms of women's rights, sexism around the world. So, you know, look, I guess this post is about, you know, pushing the cause forward. It's obviously in the spotlight at the moment, so I'd like to add my 2 cents and hopefully, you know, just push it that little bit more, you know, because we've got a long way to go, and the feminist movement has been fighting for a very long time. So, look, yeah, please check the picture out, and just notice as a man how you respond to that. As a man, we don't know exactly what it's like to be a woman in this world, but we can try to understand, you know, try to empathize, and this is how we learn, you know. A lot of men nowadays are quite threatened by the feminist movement, which, you know, is so sad, and all it is, it's particularly for men, it's about learning and understanding, and the more you do, the better you get, you know, and the better relationships you can have with the opposite sex. You know, this is the great thing. You know, this is something that I've learned, thankfully, and has benefited my life immensely. So I want to, you know, try to, you know, engage other men in this process, because there's a lot of men that are seeing this feminist movement and women's voice being put in the spotlight, and they're threatened by it, you know, because they're like, oh, I don't understand it, so I'm just going to reject it, which is just a shortcut to thinking, guys. You know, please, you know, recognize and empathize and, you know, admit ignorance. You know, it's okay. You know, that's how we learn, you know. So anyway, look, please check it out. And if you're a woman and you notice a negative response, you know, really consider, you know, is this the person that I want to attach myself to? You know, I'm being serious about that, you know, because men who can't, you know, empathize or, you know, acknowledge people different from themselves, you know, who aren't willing to check their privilege, you know, they might come up with comments like, oh yeah, but, you know, men commit suicide more than women. Well, yeah, there's a reason for that. And it's not women, it's not the feminist movement, it's not women gaining more rights and being recognised in this world. It's because men are struggling to deal with, you know, thinking about people outside of themselves. It's because men are emotionally inept. You know, they're not able to deal with the emotions that they're feeling. You know, that this is why men commit suicide. Okay, this is something that we need to get right and straight. You know, men commit suicide because adversity happens to all of us, and you either process that adversity or you don't allow yourself to do so. You don't learn how to do so. And then, yeah, suicide becomes a viable option for you. But I promise you, it doesn't matter what adversity you face, you can process it. Guys, in particular, you can process it. And the reason why male suicide is on the rise is because a lot of men aren't willing to catch up, evolve, grow, you know. So my advice is to get on the change train, guys, you know. Embrace this change, embrace feminism. It's going to change the world, you know. There's people in power right now that are just half men, you know. Their masculinity is so twisted and toxic, you know. It's been all about this, you know, divide and conquer, this domination of other people, which is just, it should be beneath us. But these people are just hanging on to it, you know, to their own detriment, you know, not just to their detriment, but to the world's, you know. So look at this picture, you know, see if you can find some way within yourself to empathize and try to recognize the struggle of women, you know. I know it's hard out there for all of us, but, you know, women's issues need to be recognized. Sexism still exists. We need to address it for the benefit of all. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Hopefully that helps some people. Hopefully, you know, it helps people recognize those things in our society, our culture, that are holding us back like a ball and chain, you know. There's some very brave people, in particular women, that are speaking out right now, and we need to listen and hear them, you know, and learn, you know. So anyway, I hope that was useful for some of you out there. If not, so be it. If you want to debate me, any guys out there that disagree with me, go for your life. You know, I've dealt in toxic masculinity. I know all about it. So there's no fear here in terms of me, you know, having a bit of a debate with you guys. You know, let's do it. You know, let's go. Let's not get abusive about it. Let's just talk. That's what we need. We need more communication. So, all right, I'll leave it at that. And with that, I'm going to play some music. I hope you enjoy it. Cheers.
I feel your love. I feel time is up. When I was a child, I never knew enough what that do to me.
Yeah, check this out.
The wave of love is a transient hug. Water's the shell and we are the nut. The toss or a hand or jolt of the barrel. Look at all the peaches. How do you celebrate? You can't appear inside of nowhere. It's already dead. I know you have the nerve. I'm not getting wet. Looks like a date is set. Show the ferret to the egg. I'm not getting let along. asleep, side words you do not read with me. I hear a song from inside the maze, the very one you made. You shook at the